Barbie! I told you to wait in the dream house.
Boys, avenge me! Avenge me! Avengers!
Bazinga.
Scruffy-looking nerve herders.
Ethan Hunt contacted you?
I am good, Rooster. I'm very good.
So you are Yoi's a trainer who trains.
Gonzo the Great will ride this baby again.
Hello and welcome to episode 85 of the Real Serious Podcast. We got a nice one today. We're talking some Beatles. We're talking Peacemaker Season 2, Episode 1. We're talking Honey Don't, which that'll be a quick conversation. And then we are doing our most anticipated for the rest of the year. There's some great stuff coming out the rest of the year. Before we get into any of that, boys, how we doing?
Good. I had quite the day.
Oh.
Yeah.
Things we love to hear.
I went to Brooks Brothers and got some new trousers and shirts. And you actually won't believe it. So I don't know if you guys have been to Brooks Brothers, but they treated me right.
Yeah, they do. Always.
They earned a customer for life. So I walk in and I have 5 shirts that I wear, and 3 of them somehow got holes in the left elbow over the past 4 weeks. So I'm like, shoot, I got to get new shirts. So I go in, hey, do you guys have a tailor? No, we don't. I'm like, all right, no worries. And they're like, thanks for not yelling at us about that. And I'm like, do you guys get yelled at about that a lot? And they're like, oh, you wouldn't believe it. I'm like, oh, and they're like, yeah, like people are really fired up that we don't have a tailor. We haven't had one for 6 years, and like people rarely come in for a tailor. I'm like, all right, no worries. But I got 4 shirts, and it's like 4 for $250, and then I got 2 pants on the clearance rack for $80 each.
That's quite good.
I walk up, so like I'm thinking probably $450 after tax, all in. I walk up, they're like, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna just give you replacements for those 2 shirts for free, and then we'll give you the other 2 shirts still at the prorated discount. So instead of $250 for 4, $125 for 2. I'm like,
dang,
all right, cool. And then they're like, and for those two $80 suit pants, those were also 20% off. And because you signed up as a member today, you get an additional 10% off. So I got 2 pairs of dress pants and 4 shirts for like $225 after tax.
Hello.
Yeah. Yeah.
And with that, we want to introduce our newest supporter.
Yeah.
Thank you to Brooks Brothers for
thank you for Brooks Brothers sponsoring this episode.
Bringing this podcast to you today.
Yeah.
That's actually insane, though.
Myself to get as much Kohl's cash as possible. When I do dabble in the Brooks Brothers world, I'm always amazed how well they treat me. It's like I'm family there.
Yeah.
It's cool.
It's like the Fast and the Furious.
Yeah. You know, the sneaky trick is I went in late July to Brooks Brothers, and they do a lot of like fall sales and like winter stuff. So you just buy out a season. That's what you gotta do. That's what I've been doing recently. I have 2 nice tweed jackets I bought. Just waiting for those leaves to turn to pull those bad boys out.
Yeah. How do a nitwit like you get so tasteful?
Let me tell you, it's taken a long time.
Write that down.
Yeah,
I did that, and then I went for a 7.5 mile run.
Who's this guy? Bring back Charles. Who's this guy doing things outside?
But during the run, I don't know if you guys have gone for long runs like that long, but you get a real craving for sugar. So I was like 6 miles in, and then I text my roommate who's going to the grocery store, and I was like, I need fruit snacks. Get them all. Like, buy me all the fruit snacks you can find. Turns out he couldn't find any fruit snacks. But when I got home, I just like went to town on some honey.
Okay.
Underrated.
Yeah. It was
I do say so myself.
Yeah, it was nice. But that's what's new with me.
Sweet, man.
Yeah.
It's electric.
Yeah.
Jack,
very productive. No, just
all right.
Studying, spending time with family, catching up with some people from high school. It's
nice.
Do it while you can.
Exciting. Getting ready for the move, trying to organize everything. The studio in the new apartment is going to look interesting. I don't think it's going to be nearly as good as my setup at my college house.
That's okay. Hey, we evolve
Just
over
because I
time.
might have to like force my desk somewhere if I really want the background and the atmosphere that I'm really craving. But who knows?
Mhm.
Never say never. We'll see what happens. But yeah, that's kind of what's going on in my world.
Nice, man.
Cool.
Hunter?
You?
Not a whole lot going on with me. I've decided I think I would like, at the age of 23, I think I'd like to become an iPad kid. So I've been really thinking about buying an iPad. I don't know why. I don't really have a need for an iPad.
You do with it.
So I go on a plane a lot. I guess a lot. I travel about every month and a half. I fly at least 5 hours. And then you got to fly back another 5 hours. So it's 10 hours on a plane every month and a half. I watch a lot of movies on my phone, and literally the inconvenience of that is enough where I'm thinking about getting the cheapest iPad possible. As you can tell, I'm very bored. So that's been happening a lot. And then I've been rewatching Regular Show. Great show. Really love it. And I've been trying to get into drawing again. Like I used to draw a lot, and I haven't drawn in a long time. So I bought like a sketchbook and everything.
Oh, nice.
More. Getting back into that old hobby.
Doing any of the animation? Is that still going?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out like something to do. Like if I can
nice.
do a long form project. That's what I'm trying to do right now. Because I'm thinking if I can plan it now, when the winter comes and it's cold out, I'll have a thing to do. Maybe I'll draw on the iPad. Hello.
There you go.
Yeah, that's great.
Double the reason to get one. I went from one reason to two.
I think you just made your decision, Hunter.
I think I did. I went to a Tigers game. Good time. I will say. There's something about. Okay, let's talk baseball for a second here. Are you guys more hot dog guys or brat guys?
Hot dog. Well, at a baseball game?
At a baseball game.
Hot dog.
I'm a brat guy. Sandwich Jack all the way. I do brat.
Yeah.
Ask for the extra onions. I was a hot dog guy for a long time, but I've gone to a brat, and I think it's where I'm going to be forever now. So
I don't know what's changed about them, but I like the brat. It's just like you can add all the toppings. That's where I feel like the hot dog adding all like the onions and stuff. It just makes me
hot
feel
dogs have gotten smaller.
Gross.
Like for $12 to buy a hot dog, it's like not a whole thing, but like a brat, it feels like it's a meal. Like I feel like I'm putting money into something better.
Most of the time, I would be a brat guy at a baseball game. It just feels right to get a hot dog, and I think Jenna would be very. If I ever went to a baseball game with Jenna and I didn't get a hot dog when she got a hot dog, I think she'd be pretty.
Okay, would have thought about? Hang on, let me throw this out to you: a inning one hot dog followed by a 6th inning stretch brat.
Oh my god, you kidding me?
I'm just saying. I did the inning one brat followed by the 6th inning stretch pretzel. And that was a great combination. Let me tell you, I was ready to finish.
Pretzel guy.
I love a good pretzel. I love a good soft pretzel. I think most pretzels are underrated. If I could, I'd put oh my god, so blue. I'd put an Aunt Annie's on every corner. I'm not a Wetzel's man. I'm an Aunt Annie's guy.
Is it Aunt Annie's or Auntie Anne's?
Whatever she is, I'm all
tomato.
Yeah. I'm in there. The way you feel about Brooks Brothers is the way I feel about Annie Ann's or however you say it. That's how I feel about it. Yeah, like if I could sign up for her mailing list, I'd be all over it. Right? We should just replace every McDonald's with an Annie Ann's, and I could just get one of those cup of pretzel dots whenever I wanted.
I love McDonald's.
The world might be a better place.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, do you get the cinnamon ones?
I prefer the salt.
Okay, because like I like the salt as well, but Caitlin loves the cinnamon with like the icing, and I just like it feels weird to me.
The colder outside it is, the more willing I am.
Getting the cinnamon.
The colder outside it is, the more willing I am to go cinnamon. But if I'm going to go cinnamon, usually right by the Annie Ann's is a Cinnabon, and I'd rather get that if I'm going to go cinnamon. And that was Talking Malls. We just did it.
Cinnamon. Cinema.
Cinnamon.
So, what were you guys watching this week?
Oh, baby. Yep, we're firing on all cylinders. I had a small list this week. Did anyone else? Jack, do you have a small list this week?
No, I actually had a pretty good list this week.
All right, then should I go first with my small list?
Shoot.
So I watched Honey Don't, which we'll talk about in a little bit. Then I'm trying to get around to some Wes Anderson as we had a cold wind this week, and I was like, oh, is it Wes Anderson time? So I watched Rushmore this week for the first time ever. Gave it 4.5 stars. Really liked it. There's something just so interesting about this in comparison to where Wes Anderson is now. Like this is so much more of a movie. Where I think where Wes Anderson now is, it's like you're going for the Wes Andersonisms, where this is like, I don't know, someone else could have directed this and been like, wow, that was quirky. It hasn't gone full his style quite yet. And I really liked it. I thought it was a great story. Jason Schwartzman is really great here. And a very, really nice Brian Cox performance, who is like kind of just in the background, but he's really good here as well. And I just love that everyone accepts the fact this little weirdo is just kind of like a dude that everyone wants to hang out with. So I liked Rushmore quite a bit. And then I watched one of the greatest cinematic disasters of all time, a movie that some say ended the 80s, and that is Days of Thunder. This was Tom Cruise and Tony Scott's follow-up to Top Gun. This was kind of their, hey, let's make Top Gun again, but with NASCAR, and it just doesn't work the same. It's still good. It's still good. I like it quite a bit. It's a bit more convoluted. Nicole Kidman, this is how they met, so worth it because we got Eyes Wide Shut. But there's just something about it. However, Tom Cruise might be the coolest guy of all time. Just watching this, you're like, God, this guy looks so cool. Also, the hats they wear in this movie. If you're a hat guy, this is a movie for you. They have the coolest hats you've ever seen. I mean, any kind of trucker hat you could ever imagine. Every dude in this movie is rocking one. Real big fan. Also, jeans. Everyone has jeans on. Jeans on their pants, jeans on their shirts, jeans on their hats. Everybody's got jeans. So shout out jeans. That's all I got. Those two. And a lot of regular show this week.
And Honey Don't.
Oh yeah, and Peacemaker, which we can touch on later. We'll touch Peacemaker later.
I'll run through mine really quick so Charlie can hit his. But
stow us.
Watch Anchorman this week. Movie's just still really good for how many times I've seen it. Still makes me laugh. My dog is actually named after Baxter from Anchorman, so had to throw that out there. And then I watched one of Charlie's favorites, Newsies.
Yep.
I had no idea that Charlie was such a newsy head. But I was in Connecticut with Caitlin like a month ago, and she's like, I know what we have to watch. And she like turned on like Newsies, like the Broadway recording, and like it opens up with just someone singing on stage. And I'm just like, this is way too much for me right now. We need to like dial this back like a lot.
True.
Like I like it. I like the musicals. I like it, but I think it's like sometimes like it's just a bit too much and I need to ease my way into it. So this week we were like, let's try and watch a movie sometime. And I picked the Newsies, but the movie with Christian Bale, really liked it. I think the music here is good. Haven't listened to any of it since I watched it, but hoping to do so pretty soon. But I found out that Charlie is a 0.005% top listener of Seize the Day. So just wanted to give Charlie a shout out because that is like dedication to the max. Would you like to talk about it a little bit, Charlie?
That song gets me fired up. I would listen to it in the car all the time, like senior year of college. And then I put Henry onto it. I was like, dude, you got to listen to this. Just like listen to it in the morning when you wake up and you're going to you'll be ready to run through a brick wall. And then I think I don't know if he probably did it like 2 or 3 times, but yeah, I love that song.
Yeah. Well, I was telling Caitlin that you liked it so much and she's like, well, like, I can't imagine how much he's going to like the one that sounds so much better on the like, just because like the movie was good, but I think there's definitely parts where like some of the singing is like, it's definitely not like the Broadway tier of vocals, but I think like the imperfection of it all does like sometimes make it better. Like for me, I think Mamma Mia is in that category, you know, like Pierce Brosnan being like such a goat and singing.
Can you hear me
SOS?
now? Yeah, it's the best. No, it's the best.
It's peak. But then watch Honey Don't. Then watched Step Brothers, just endlessly rewatchable. And then I watched Naja, the predecessor to Naja 2 that came out this year. That is the highest grossing animated movie of all time. The first one, it's good. I like it. I like the direction we're headed into. It's like I think I'm like I don't really know if I would consider this to be like 100% like anime, but I think there's definitely like that type of like path that it's going down. But the animation style is like awesome. I think this world, especially for me, because I don't really watch a lot of I guess you would consider like anime type storylines. This just feels so like unpredictable to me, and I think I like that in these movies. But the first one's good. I think it takes a little bit of time to get its footing. Second one, saw it in theaters. Animation is just like stunning. I think as like the animation just purely as like an art form is like 100% worth going to see this. Really, one of my only downsides is that like both of these are dubbed, and I would very much rather have seen just the original version. And I'm sure they tried their best to try and match up like the dub with how the line was trying to be like portrayed in the original. But I think sometimes like the dub takes me out of it. I don't know if that's like, does that make sense?
No, it does sometimes too, especially like depending on how different the mouths move.
Okay.
It throws me off.
Yeah, that just, and that's something I'm not used to. So maybe if I saw it again,
it's actually more throws me off more in animation that doesn't live action, which I don't know why.
Okay.
Like for some reason, real people dubbing makes more like sense in my mind.
Is dubbing when it's like supposed to be in a different language, but they
dub over it
in English?
Yeah.
So like Michelle Yeoh she played the mother in the second one, which was cool, but like, just like to me, I'm just not the biggest fan of it.
I've heard Ghibli films are like a lot better if you watch them in Japanese with English subtitles. And I've like tried to do that, but all the Ghibli films that are on Max don't give you a Japanese audio.
Have you gone to when it's like you go into the main page of the show, like
I've tried,
Really?
Yeah, I've tried.
Damn. Guess you got to buy them on physical media.
But yeah, just like really, really good animation in the second one. And then the story is like really good too. Awesome action sequences. I don't know. If you guys get a chance to kind of watch those, I'd love to talk about that too. Actually is like in my top 5 for the year. I really, really like the second one.
Okay, maybe I should try to find it.
It's like I didn't immediately put it over F1 just because F1 like literally just the score has been playing like nonstop, and it's made me want to watch the movie again. But it's right behind F1 for my number 3 of the year. Wow. Really, really liked it. I think that you guys would like it. It's really fun. And then I watched The Hurt Locker last night with the family. Really liked that too. Our boy Jeremy Renner killed it.
Our sweet prince.
I'm kind of understanding the hype that Hunter placed upon him. It's just like, I feel like every movie I watch of him, it's like, yeah, it's Jeremy Renner, but it just feels so, especially with like The Town, he's just this off the walls guy, but I feel like in The Hurt Locker, he's very much like a similar character, but like so different.
We need a place just like, that we could talk about how good he is.
I know.
Like if we had just a space for people like us. God, I wish.
Then I'm still on this. And then I watched an episode of Succession, trying to get through that. I got like 15 episodes left. Going to try and finish that before I leave for the city. And then showed Caitlin on FaceTime through screen sharing the ending of The Dark Knight Rises, just because why not? And yeah, so that's all I watched. Sorry. I feel like I sometimes talk a little bit too much on that, but now I'm going to toss it over to Mr. 007.
Bond. Call me James.
James Bond.
Bond. James Bond. Yeah, so new roommates moved in and discovered that I have the James Bond 50th Anniversary Collection Blu-ray edition with all of the James Bond films from Dr. No to, I think, Skyfall. So one guy was like, should we just like watch them all? And of course, every other guy in the house was like, yeah, we should. So we've been ripping through them about one per night, and we've watched 5 so far.
You caught up to me.
Did I?
Yeah.
We've had, I will say, so we've had very like identical opinions.
Isn't that crazy?
Because I saw the one last night and I turned. I'll get to it. So we started with Dr. No.
Good.
The first one, Sean Connery. I didn't like it when I first watched it. Upon rewatch, I think it was much better. I think you kind of have to go into these Sean Connery double. Like you watch Daniel Craig and there's just like constant, like stimulus. Whereas like the older films just kind of inherently don't have like they're slower, I feel like. So when you go into the Sean Connery, you kind of have to go in understanding like this is a slower spy film. And doing so, I enjoyed Dr. No a lot more. Then we watched From Russia with Love, which is the second one that came out. Gave it 3.5 stars. My review of this, James Bond is a terrible spy in this movie. He doesn't even do anything like any spy work. He like they tell him to steal this lector, and they're like, it's probably a trap. James is like, oh, it's definitely a trap, but I'm gonna go anyways. And then
a hot lady there.
The entire movie, he's getting like just like this other spy who's like actually a good spy has his number the entire movie, and James just never sees him until at the end, and then James like objectively gets pretty lucky. But yeah, 3.5 stars. I really liked it. Goldfinger. Hunter, you've seen Goldfinger. Jack, have you seen Goldfinger?
Yeah.
Not.
Holy
Best
cow.
one. Best
It
one.
is good.
Great song too.
I was just about to say, you like turn it on and then the what is it? The credits or whatever.
Goldfinger.
Oh, I was like
Yeah.
jaws on the floor. I was like, oh,
So good.
We're in for a good one. It's also got the quote, like, do you expect me to talk? No, Mr. Bond, I expect you to die.
Goated.
Yep. Maybe Jack hasn't heard of that one. But
No, I haven't. Sorry.
it is very good. I gave it 4.5 stars. I think I'll need to. We'll see if Casino Royale is
Might be
still
the
above
greatest
it.
Bond girl name of all time, by the way.
Yeah.
Jack, look up the Bond girl name in Goldfinger.
That's like an Austin Powers.
It sounds
Right
so
there.
it does like that's where you like Austin Powers. It's hard if you watch Austin Powers first and you go back to the Connery Bonds because it makes them just objectively funnier on watch because you're like waiting for the bit.
Also, in the first two, James Bond is very seductive and a womanizer. In this, he's kind of like
He becomes a menace.
he's kind of predatory.
Yeah, no, by You Only Live
It's like-
Twice, he's like actually like you're concerned about James Bond.
Yes.
Yeah. No. He gets a little scary.
At the beginning, he's like with this woman getting a massage, and then the woman's like, "What are you guys talking about?" And he goes, "Men talk." And then she turns around and he just like slaps her ass. And there's just like really like exaggerated sound effect too.
Yeah.
But it's
Thunderball,
great.
He's actually like
Like the
scary
Willem
cat.
scream.
The what?
Like the
Wow.
was it the Wilhelm scream? Like
Oh yeah. But 4.5 stars. Currently my favorite. We'll see if it holds up. Thunderball was gonna give it 3 stars, and then they gave us a 15-minute underwater scuba battle with harpoons and knives, and I juiced it up to a 3.5 star. It's funny because all the same thing. All the sound effects are super exaggerated. So like they'll pull goggles off, and you'll just hear like a. And it's like super slow motion because they're just swimming underwater. But gave that 3.5 stars. And then the last one we got to was You Only Live Twice. And this is what I was talking about earlier. I turned to my roommate Owen and I'm like, that was like by far the worst one. He was like, oh, 100%.
Yeah. Easy.
It just like, it didn't have the sauce.
No.
I don't really know how else to, like it had a pretty cool
He's
villain.
old. He's old.
He is old. He looks old.
You
He
for the
feels
first time
old.
he stops being cool.
Yeah. It's in Japan. They're ninjas, and like the set is great. The final battle is really cool. I also think the objective of the villain was just kind of lame too. I mean, it was kind of cool, but I don't know. It just didn't have the sauce, so I gave that 2.5 stars.
That's who he is. It's just that's what's happening.
But of the Bond, I made a list, and currently it's ranked from top to bottom. Goldfinger, From Russia with Love, Thunderball, Dr. No, and You Only Live Twice.
Oh, Dr. No Slander is crazy.
2 through 4 are all very close. So like From Russia with Love, Thunderball, and Dr. No are very close. Goldfinger has a pretty significant lead, and You Only Live Twice is pretty far behind. But besides that, I watched Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid, old Western with Robert Redford and what's the other guy's name?
Newman.
Something Newman. Paul Newman.
Jerry Seinfeld in here? My bad.
No, that was funny. It was funny.
I thought it was good. So the only other Western I can compare it to is The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. I guess I've seen 310 to Yuma too. It just felt a little old movies, they just feel a little slower. And this one kind of lost me at times. I also saw it kind of early in the morning. But I think the chemistry between the two main characters was really good. And like half the movie, they're just getting chased by these guys. And that's like, it's pretty funny when they're getting chased. So would recommend that. And then I watched Stranger Than Fiction. Have you guys seen that?
Mm-mm. That's the Will Ferrell one.
Yeah. So Will Ferrell plays an IRS agent, and basically the premise is his story is getting written by an author in his world, and he's like hearing her narrate his life, and then she like eventually says like, and like he wasn't aware of his imminent death. He's like, what does that mean? So then he like kind of goes on a deep dive of, am I gonna die? Blah blah blah. He goes to a therapist, and she's like, oh, you have schizophrenia. He's like, no, I don't have schizophrenia. And then he goes to a literary guy, like a professor, and that guy helps him the entire time. Kind of a bad dude though, because he ends up meeting the author. Author gives finds out or writes how he's gonna die, so he gives the book to this literary professor, and the professor reads it. He's like, oh, she can't change this. This is her masterpiece. This is the best book she's ever written. Like,
you simply have to die. The book.
Yeah, that's literally
good.
That's literally what happened. And then she
have to sacrifice yourself.
She rewrites the book. I'm spoiling it, but it's also been out for 20 years. She rewrites the book, and the professor's like, I mean, it's fine, but like, why'd you change it?
Him dying was way better.
And it's like, this guy was gonna die. So I gave that 3.5 stars. The ending kind of lost me, because of just all like that blasphemy. But it's pretty good. It's like different. That's all I got though.
Sounds
I'll
good.
have to once I start like packing up stuff for the trip after I get past my exam. Maybe I can try and catch up with you guys with the bonds, and maybe we can.
I'm trying to keep going. I'm trying to do at
and
least
get 'em.
one a week, which this week I
Yeah.
failed. But next week,
Yeah.
you know what?
Okay.
Maybe if I get
Well,
an
I'm
iPad,
gonna-
I'll download them for my flights. Hello.
You're onto something.
Oh, yeah.
I'll send you my box set.
Oh, don't worry. Mine's right there. Don't you worry.
Nice.
I bought it.
Goldfinger rocks though.
Goldfinger was quite good.
It's so good.
Apparently the next one's the worst one though. So Chuck, for both you and I, the next one, the only George Lazenby Bond is apparently the worst Bond.
Don't like that.
Because then it goes back to Connery for one, and then it goes to not Connery. I don't remember who it was next. The next guy. All right, want to get some news? Huh? Want to get some news? Huh? Yeah?
Yeah.
A little bit? Okay.
Okay.
First piece of news, toughest piece of news of the week. Cat in the Hat delayed by 9 months. So for all of us Cat in the Hat heads out there, March was supposed to be our time. We got to wait till November 2026. So I'm sorry to say it's over a year now, and we were just a few months away. So yeah, 9 months. Very unfortunate for Cat in the Hat. So we're stuck with that trailer for at least another 9 months, which is just a shame as well.
They just needed more time to produce the hat, the Cat in the Hat, the hat for the popcorn bucket. They didn't have enough made yet.
They realized they need to
so.
sell a lot more.
Didn't have enough plastic.
Yeah.
Oh man, I wish I knew why. It's just so stupid. But all right, whatever, people. Next piece of news is Ben Stiller is not planning on directing any episodes of Severance season 3. So he's not going to direct any episodes of those. He directed 5 of season 2, but none of season 3. He's obviously still involved, but
Yeah.
I'm a little nervous about this.
Why isn't he?
I don't know.
I know he has an upcoming
He's got a
project.
different one.
It's like a war film that he's working
World
on.
War II survival movie starting in the spring.
So he's working on that, but I'm not overall. I'm really not too worried as long as he's involved. Like I don't like this is his baby. Like I don't really think he's gonna want to like mess this up. You know.
I hope
Yeah.
So obviously he'll stay on for the best that he can. But I think even some of the episodes that we had last year that weren't directed by him are some of the best episodes that we'd gotten.
Yeah, the one that was directed by the cinematographer was like our first time directing. That was easily the best directed episode of the season.
Yeah, it was just so I'm kind of excited to see what type of turn it takes, but I'm not too
I
worried
still
about
hope
it.
he's pretty aligned though. I mean, obviously like he doesn't have to direct, but if he's still like the number one steering the ship guy, that'd be ideal.
Yeah.
So yeah, Severance. But at least, hey, you know what? If they have the directors planned, at least that means it's kind of coming sooner rather than later, which is nice. All right, next piece of news. Let's do the non-Spider-Man news. There's not a whole lot of news this week, but the next two are the biggest two stories. Greg Fraser will be the cinematographer for Sam Mendes's 4 Beatles movies. So it was hypothesized that since he was not going to do Dune Part 3 after he did the first Dunes, he was going to go back to the world of the Batman and do the Batman Part 2 after doing the Batman. He's determined to do neither, and he's going to go hang out with Ringo Starr for a little while, doing all 4 Beatles movies. Yikes. Oh no.
You don't like that?
It's the Beatles. They take my Greg Fraser. No, I don't like this. What? I don't need my... God, no.
There's two things. There's 2 things that I take away from this. All right. Number 1, it is devastating that we won't get him for the Batman Part 2 because he was phenomenal in the Batman. And then the other thing I'm thinking about is maybe he makes these Beatles films pretty juicy.
That'd be cool.
Is anyone really that excited for these 4 Beatles films?
That's what I'm saying.
Can I say the biggest
know.
bummer of all this? I think it sucks that if these Beatles are probably all going to look the same. Like I kind of remember we talked about when it first came out that maybe each of them would have a different style. Like now we just know they're all going to be directed by the same person, shot by the same person.
Maybe they won't be though.
Maybe.
I don't know, but I feel pretty good. Like obviously, if you're making the Beatles movies, I feel like you got to be pretty pumped that you got him on your team because that is like a massive win.
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe he just wants to do new stuff too.
Just the idea of Greg Fraser like skipping the Batman to be like, you know what? I'd rather do Yellow Submarine. Just is a bummer to me.
How much are they paying him?
Yeah, and also who's now going to shoot the Batman Part 2? Like who's doing it? Because right now on IMDb, it says Greg Fraser is.
I can do it.
Oh, thanks, man.
Well, not to kind of divert it from the Greg talk of it all, but then there were reports that people were like, "Oh, Zoe Kravitz won't be in the Batman Part 2 either," and I don't really know how. I don't know how that surprised people.
I don't really mind that.
Like, I think she's
drive away.
Yeah, like she's great. Like she was really good in the first one, but the ending is kind of where she goes off and does her own thing, and
like he rejects her.
It's like I can't just go be chasing Catwoman like that. Like I got things to do. You know,
like Gotham.
I gotta go hang out.
And he stays and makes that decision. And like if she just comes back, then that just makes the ending of the first one like really. So like if she comes back in the third one, great. Yeah, like let's feel out her emptiness, her not being there. So sorry, I just feel like I had to say something about that because like I saw that this week too. Batman.
No, I mean I think it sets up too like perfectly. Like if you don't have Catwoman in there, obviously he'll have like kind of a hole in his heart of, that someone to fill it, and it could be Robin.
Oh yeah, or it could be filled with ice.
Oh,
Oh my goodness.
Jack, you're kind of on it today.
Jack is kind of cooking today.
Thanks.
I'm really worried for the draft. I'm a little worried he's a little too locked in.
He's gonna take all of our
He's
shit.
just gonna take all our cool picks. But yeah, that's the Greg Fraser news. It's kind of a bummer if it's it comes out he's not going to do Dune or Batman. Batman's still kind of a question mark right now. Dune obviously for sure he's not going to do. But with the schedule, if they follow the Batman schedule they're supposed to, where it's supposed to film towards the end of this year, beginning of next year, maybe he'll still do Batman as well. Since I don't think they're going to start the Beatles till mid next year, so we'll see. It's the Beatles. All right, next up is Spider-Man. Florence Pugh and Tramel Tillman have joined the cast of Spider-Man. Florence Pugh, obviously, as Yelena Belova, everyone's favorite Thunderbolt, and Tramel Tillman as an unknown role. And you may be saying to yourself, Tramel Tillman, that name sounds familiar. What do I know that from? Obviously, he's Mr. Milchick in Succession, but also maybe the biggest scene stealer of the year in Mission Impossible this year. So, yeah, very excited for this. I texted in our little chat. I was like, Norman Osborn, which would be just...
Yeah. What he did with Severance is like... It was just instant, like, fandom.
Mm-hmm.
He had a following through season 1, but, like, season 2, like, this guy, like... I immediately caught up on the show. I bought a shirt with this guy's face on it. He rocks. Tramel Tillman, like... Mission Impossible, the newest one of this year. I'm not as high on it as anyone else, but he alone is worth the price of admission. Like, he absolutely steals every single scene that he's in. So him being in Spider-Man, like, I am beyond excited that they're actually, like, respectfully, like, Ned Leeds. I'm just excited that we have potentially someone that could, like, fill the screen that, like, really is, like, an exciting character. Not that Zendaya didn't do that before, but, like, I'm very excited about this possibility. And Florence Pugh confirmed?
Florence Pugh was confirmed. Apparently, it's going to be a small role, which, I mean, folks, we have to assume the ending is her showing up and be like, I'd like you to join my Avengers team. He's just like,
hey, no thanks. I'm avenging here.
I'm avenging right now. But yeah, we'll have to see how that goes, I guess. I'm really worried the Spider movie has become a little overpacked. But I'm still very hopeful. I'm hopeful until we get like the first trailer and it's like the multiverse again, and then my whole just world is going to come crumbling down.
See, the thing about this Spider-Man movie, let's make it 3 hours.
Yeah, if you're gonna fit all this stuff, just do it. Just like take the time.
A 3-hour Spider-Man movie is going to scare no one. Everyone is still going to go see it.
Exactly.
I mean, even a biopic. I mean, not to compare like Spider-Man versus Christopher Nolan, like one of the most popular directors of our generation, compared to like one of the most popular IPs of all time. Like, if people could almost make, or if the world almost grossed $1 billion from Oppenheimer, people are going to go see a 3-hour Spider-Man movie. I mean, they already did. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just like, why not? Let's just make this like as fun and like stretched out as it possibly can be. Like 2.5 hours, that's fine. But like, don't make this the Fantastic Four where there's so much more that you can do and there's so much more that you can use. And we know that you made it because it was in the trailer, but don't use it. So like, just give me all of it. Sorry.
No, I'm with
Bro wants the swap.
Give it to me, please.
Well, the slop would be infinitely better if they didn't take it out.
It's flop either way, but if you're gonna give me the whole plate, all right? I don't want just an appetizer. I want the whole thing. Yeah. I'm going for ice cream. I want the cherry on top. I want the sprinkles. I want the whipped cream. I don't want just ice cream. It's bad for me either way, but at least the one is more fun. So yeah, that's it for news. We got some trailers now to get into. Let's start with the best trailer of them all, and that is The Mastermind. The Mastermind comes out October 17th. Oh, did you not think
we are never on the same wavelength?
Well, this is the only movie trailer we have today.
I know.
Okay.
Hold up, Charlie. I gotta take it back. You just said that you and Hunter were on the same wavelength.
On trailers, we're never on the same.
No, on trailers. Yeah. We're never on the same wavelength.
We never agree on trailers.
Not once. In 1970, Mooney and his two cohorts wander in a museum in broad daylight and steal 4 paintings. When holding them, the art turns into When holding onto the art proves more difficult than stealing them, Mooney's is really going to do life on the run. Okay, that was hard to read for some reason. This stars Josh O'Connor and apparently his Oscar push role. I'm very excited for this. This looks really quite good. I like the vibe.
I'm excited for Josh O'Connor. I'm not immediately like, I think the way that this is shot and almost like the filter that was placed on this movie is a choice.
Like filter.
I'm not like I feel like for me it was like, oh, it was like trying to be like The Holdovers.
Yep, that's exactly what I thought.
But like it just wasn't fully like hitting and like scratching my mind like I feel like The Holdovers does. Yep. So with that being said, Josh O'Connor is fantastic. We're going to get him in Knives Out this year.
Yeah.
So even though this is Mubi, this will be released in theaters?
Yes, it is, because Mubi cares about cinema. Shout out Mubi, sponsor the podcast. After all the things we put about you, please sponsor the pod. We still like you. But yeah, no, Josh O'Connor, honestly, one of the more exciting actors working today, I would say. He has not made the slop movie quite yet. Like he hasn't done the typical.
What has he made besides Challengers?
Challengers is probably his most. The Crown, he's incredible in as Prince Charles.
Yeah, I think he got a Golden Globe or an Emmy for that, right?
So good in that. The Challengers is probably his biggest like film role to date, but the one that I'm actually very excited for is the Steven Spielberg movie coming up next year. That's the unknown one we have coming up. He's in that with Emily Blunt, Colin Firth, and Russell Wilde, and our boy Coleman Domingo. So if Spielberg, taps him on the shoulder, he's up. He's next up.
Okay, so there's also this movie that I've seen a lot of people really praise with Josh O'Connor in it. It's called La Chimera. I don't know if I'm butchering this, but a lot of mutuals on Letterboxd, like LACHIMERA. Very
Letterboxd heads are saying.
A lot of my mutuals have like really liked this movie, so it's kind of one that's been on my watch list for a while, but like has a 4.1 average on Letterboxd. Supposed to be really good, 2023. So just throwing that out. If anyone's a big Josh O'Connor, like I need more.
We all need more Josh O'Connor.
Charlie, what are you thinking about this trailer?
Yeah, Charles.
It just didn't move the needle at all. I'm with Jack. It felt like it was trying too much with that filter. The Holdovers, like with the filter and with the story, it kind of felt like a glass of whiskey. Like you enjoy it a lot. It's tough. Like it's strong, but like it's there's a lot of love in it. And I think the filter really contributed. Maybe if I watch this movie, I'll like understand it a little more. It just felt like it was trying a lot, like very hard. And also the story, it's like a first trailer. So what am I supposed to?
You're supposed to get overly excited and then be disappointed when it finally comes out. That's what all of us do, Charles. So we all do.
See, I think I'm like not excited, but maybe if I watch it, I'll really like it.
All right, there we go. It might come up later. I'm just gonna say that.
I mean, see, for the filter, like I'd rather them like try something so crazy, or not something so crazy, but like try something new and try something different than just make it look like every other movie. Like respectfully,
it looks like I was watching it through like Polaroids, which I like.
And I get that, and I think that maybe it'll grow on me. But like Happy Gilmore 2, like that looks like every single every Netflix movie looks the same.
It's just so different.
And it's like when I feel like every movie there needs to be a decision on what do we want this to look like and why. So like trying to figure out the why of why this movie looks the way it does. I'm very intrigued.
That'd be a fun game to play. It's like what drink correlates with a movie.
I saw a YouTube comment. Why did they smear Vaseline on the camera lens and then
because they made an artistic choice. Like I always felt the Holdovers was kind of like you ever had a hot toddy? That's what I felt it was always like, which is whiskey, but that's okay.
Not sure I've had a hot toddy.
That's all right. I
apologize.
2 misses tonight. I wish I was Jack. Jack's swinging on all cylinders, and I'm just
Jack's cooking.
All right, let's go to the next thing.
I'm just burning the food.
Yeah, yikes. Fallout Season 2. We're going to New Vegas, baby. The trailer dropped for season 2. Honestly, after a very surprisingly good season 1, I was actually shocked how much I liked season 1. And this trailer looks quite good. I'm excited for New Vegas. I played a good chunk of New Vegas, so I'm excited for that kind of setting and that background. And I like the story of this world of Fallout. How do you feel about Fallout?
I'm fired up. I'm very fired up. I heard the music come in, and I was like, oh,
yeah.
Oh boy,
we're back.
Yeah, never been more back. But I echo everything. I'm very excited for this new trailer.
I haven't seen the first season.
That's a good plain show.
How long is it?
About 8 episodes, I think.
It's pretty good.
8 hours or like 30-minute episodes.
It's quite a good show, I'd say.
But when does the new season come out?
The new season, I believe, is in January.
Oh,
December.
I might be able to
December 17th.
Okay. But
yeah,
after not having seen the first season at all, this trailer looks fun. Looked like a good time.
Great time.
Walton Goggins being the man that everyone loves. Mm-hmm. So.
Also, a lot of Walton Goggins outside of him being the Ghoul, which I'm very interested to see kind of how that backstory goes. Because that was one of the better things of season 1 was his backstory. So excited for that. Also, we're like 2 weeks away, like 3 weeks away from Gen V, which pumped for that as well.
Holy moly!
I know, it's right around the corner. It's September 17th, and it's almost the 25th. So when you're listening to this, it'll be the 25th. All right, last trailer of the day, maybe the most important one for us to talk about: Lego Batman: Legacy of the Dark Knight. New game reveal coming out next year. This looks awesome. I'm so pumped for this. This is so my I'm so excited. It's going to take place bringing in different things from different movies, all the movies except for the Snyder ones. Just saying. Sorry, Jack. It looks great. It looks great. The Gotham City looks ginormous. Looks beautiful to play in. I'm very excited for this.
The skins look sick, and what they all came from, like the old comics. I saw the Rainbow Batman.
Yeah, dude, I get a pre-register.
People are going crazy.
You got to pre-register, so you get a specific skin, I think.
I don't know, Charlie. Obviously, I know you saw the rainbow skin, but people online were calling the Lego Batman woke, but it's actually from.
They turned my Lego Batman woke.
It's the coolest skin.
No, I know, but people online were freaking out about it, and I'm just like. And I literally watched the video right after explaining how it's from one of the comics or it's from one of the shows. So it was just really funny to see those reactions. And it's just it's Lego Batman, man. Okay. Nothing is out of reach.
I'm very, very excited to play this. This looks quite good. I hope one day we'll get a true successor to Lego Marvel Superheroes, and this could be it. This is about as close as we might get.
Lego Marvel Superheroes was just
it's maybe one of the greatest games.
Insane.
It's cracked.
It's the free roaming.
Yeah.
For the kids that couldn't have GTA,
apparently you can customize your own Batcave in this, which would be. I'm putting that big penny somewhere. That big penny's got to go somewhere. Love big penny.
When you have kids, and for example. No. This is my thought. Just wait. When you have kids, no, stop. When you think of having kids, it's the game comes out. No, and the game comes out, and you get it for them. How do you just sit there and let them play this while you just watch, and you're how do you not just grab the remote for yourself and just
you do.
Yeah, this feels like one of those where you don't plug in their remote and then you plug in yours, kind of sitting behind them so they think they're playing, but you're actually the one playing. That feels like what's going on here.
Sorry, maybe that wasn't the direction that everyone was thinking about.
No, I don't think the 3 childless dudes in their early 20s were thinking about that. But
but I'm just I don't have
But our audience,
our audience was based on the analytics for sure.
I haven't had a gaming console. I didn't have a gaming console all of college.
What?
I just
Charles and I did hours on this couch.
I'll come home and I'll play with my brother, but I'm just I'd love to play this game, but I just like I don't know if I'm gonna buy a new console. Like I'm not gonna buy a console for it. So like mine was like, okay, maybe down the road I get one.
Hey, fair enough. Did you guys play the Arkham games?
No,
I did not.
I loved the Arkham games. Like
I've heard
let me tell you, they're so good. The explosive gel that they have in the trailer for this is from the Arkham games, which just like made 11-year-old me just punch the air. I was like, let's go, baby, we're back. But yeah, I'm very excited for this. Let's see how the Lego subreddit's doing real quick on this one. Some folks are saying that we're gonna the Reeves verse is gonna have its own little bit. That'd be pretty cool. Dang. All right, well, that was the trailers for this week. Let's get into some reviews. First up is Peacemaker Season 2. After 3 years and a Comic-Con panel that Charles and I were at, Peacemaker is back. This takes place a few months after the ending of Peacemaker Season 1, and he is trying to figure out who he is. He's trying to figure out how he can become a hero. And we get to see Rick Flag Sr. Trying to figure out what Peacemaker is up to, and he goes into interdimensional portals like we saw in Superman, and he finds a world where he is a hero. So I think we should go full spoilers for this, Jack. Is that fair?
Yeah.
It's kind of hard to talk
Charlie,
about it.
Have you watched it?
Charles, have you?
No, but I don't mind the full spoilers.
All right. I think we had the elephant in the room. The ending of Season 1 of Peacemaker ends with the Justice League showing up. The first 4 minutes of this show does a recap of Season 1, changing some words here and there so it sounds like it's more DCU related, and then they have the scene again where the Justice League show up, and it's actually the Justice Gang, including Superman, Mr. Terrific, Guy Gardner, Hawkgirl, and Supergirl, who's actually which is great to see her actually flying, which is pretty cool. And then they kind of go from there. It's like, all right, here we go. He's in this new world. I really like this episode. I think this is a great welcome back to this show. Jack, do you feel the same way?
Yeah, I think it takes a little bit to get like used to the show. Personally,
Fair.
like I feel like once I get into a groove of it, I think it's just so different from like even Superman. I mean, just very much like R-rated DCU material, like both in the violence and in terms of the just like the comment. I don't know. We can get into that later, but yeah, I think for me it takes a little bit to get like settled in, and I feel like I kind of knew the premise of this season through the trailer before watching it. I don't know if like like of there being like another version of himself. So I feel like this episode, while there were certain points like seeing these characters at their lowest, I think I liked seeing that transpire, but I feel like I was never like really questioning where this episode was headed.
Fair. I think this,
but I liked it. I did like it.
I think after 3 years and jumping universes, you kind of have to start off with like a "Where's everyone been?" episode.
Yeah, for sure.
That's definitely what this was. Like it was like a, hey, remember Peacemaker? Like here's where he's at. Remember Harcourt? Here's where she's at. Like remember all these people? Here's where they're at, kind of at now. Which I think for the first 40 minutes of it slowed it down a little bit for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But I do think the last 10 minutes might be the best acting from John Cena we've ever seen. And also sets up this season with such interesting arc that I'm very excited to see where that goes.
Yeah, me too.
Which Charles, for, obviously you didn't see it, but for those who else just want to hear about it, he goes to the other world, meets his family over there, his brother who's alive, who obviously in the main Peacemaker world is dead. He sees his father, who's not the worst guy ever, and who's also alive. And he kind of takes the place of his other self, who's not at the house right now. And then the other Peacemaker shows up. They have a fight, and then our Peacemaker kills that universe's Peacemaker. And it's like, what are we going to do now? And I think this is a very interesting way to kind of just leave it on a cliffhanger while also setting up where the season's going. Also, canonically now, Peacemaker has killed his brother, himself, and his dad, which is just crazy. But I do think this is a great setup for like what's going to happen in this next. So yeah, I'm pumped for it.
Yeah, and I liked seeing him just like at his like, I don't know. I thought it was very funny him going in for the audition, where basically like, but then they have Max Lord.
Yeah.
The new and improved Max Lord.
Yeah, you could say that.
I don't know, but he's not being asked to give give someone the stone. But then you have like Guy Gardner and then Hot Girl, and like I don't know. I kind of like I like the banter between all three of them. Kind of during the interview scene, I thought it was so funny when the girl ran out, and then he kind of like has that realization. He's like, "Oh my gosh, like she could hear everything I was saying about her." I like that. There was just kind of like this show is just like so witty, and I think that's like one of its greatest strengths. I think it just like doesn't take everything as seriously as I feel like a lot of the superhero genre takes it. I think it's a lot more fun and playful, but then when it wants to get like down and serious, it can as well, which I guess like you refer to like the scene where he's like sitting with his dad and his brother. And I think it's so like relatable because I feel like if I was in that situation, I'm like, what am I even supposed to say? Like you just like sit there and kind of like observe,
just take it all in
that's going on. Yeah. So I thought I really liked the ending, just as you mentioned, but yeah, takes a little bit to get into for me. And then the house party was wild.
Yeah, definitely like this is not Superman anymore.
Yeah.
But I the thing that I'm gonna I guess end it with here is like obviously we like Superman a lot. We like this. We liked Creature Commandos, but so far everything in this universe so far has been James Gunn's. It's the James Gunn universe so far, which is why I'm very excited to see Lanterns, which is I think early next year, late this year. I think early next year, because that's the first one that's not Gunn centric. And I'm very interested to see how that kind of fits into this, because that's kind of I think the first test of this universe. Because I think we kind of knew Peacemaker would be a home run. And Superman obviously was the big question mark, but that was wonderful. So very, very interested to see how Lanterns turns out.
So, I really like the joke too. Sorry. I'm just trying to remember like little bits. I've seen people do this where they like have like almost like a movie journal where they just kind of like write down things they watch. And I'm like, I feel like, especially for the podcast, that would be incredibly handy.
Just a little notepad.
Because I feel like I don't want to whip out my phone during a movie and like be typing things in my notes. But like I feel like there's some things in movies where like I really want to talk about, or I really want to bring up, or I really want to like kind of keep track of.
Yeah.
I don't think that'd be a bad idea. So like maybe I might implement that. But like I was thinking of the scene where they're at like the doctor and it just showed a clip of Peacemaker, and then it's like, you suffer from toxic masculinity.
Oh yeah.
And then like the camera pans and it's
That was pretty funny.
I thought that was really funny. And she's like, what?
And then just proves it immediately, which was great.
Yeah. And then Vigilante is just the same, just like the best. I love his character in this. He's like the kind of like naive, like, oh yeah, like haha, like I'll do whatever I want type of personality. So very happy to have him back. Just happy to be in like this show in general, but
I'm happy to keep joining the DC universe.
Yeah.
So, all right, let's move on to Honey Don't. I think this will be a quicker discussion, to be honest. Honey Don't is the second kind of getting together of Ethan Coen and Margaret Qualley. This movie, here, let me read the synopsis real quick. A dark comedy about a small-town private investigator, Honey O'Donoghue, who delves into a series of strange deaths tied to a mysterious church. So yeah, this, like I said, this is the second iteration of the Ethan Coen solo project, which both actually interestingly have been with Margaret Qualley, who I really do like. I think she's great. Obviously, the Coen brothers are extremely famous for their movies over the last 20 some odd years. The last few years have been just Ethan Coen by himself, and he's brought us Drive Away Dolls in 2024, and now this one in 2025. I think the biggest information that I got from this movie was that Ethan Coen needs Joel. He needs his brother, because I just don't think this is very good. it's shockingly forgettable also.
Yeah. For me, I felt like this movie, it had the cast. I feel like even the premise had the possibility to deliver, and I think that's why I was so excited about it. And you think it's going to go somewhere and take a turn, and I think these actors, I mean, it has a good cast. And I think the cast does as much as they can to try and elevate.
Agreed. I think
what they
Margaret
were
Qualley is
given.
great here.
I think Chris Evans is like.
I think Chris Evans is pretty good here.
I think
as
he's
well.
great.
I think Aubrey Plaza is kind of weak.
I
This
kind
might
of
be
agree
the
with you on that.
weakest Plaza role I've ever seen.
So full spoilers, I don't really know.
Yeah, no, we're going full spoilers here for all of it.
But when she kind of like reveals herself as like
it feels fake.
I was laughing.
Yeah.
The girls in my theater were laughing. I was laughing. I was glad that I wasn't alone. But like in that scene, it just didn't feel intentional, or like it didn't feel like I should have laughed.
Yes, agreed.
I feel like I was supposed to take it seriously and feel like impending danger was coming, but like
it never felt like it was.
Also, shout out Charlie Day for showing up and saying, "Honey O'Donoghue, to what do I owe the pleasure?" Like 5 times, and like
I'm with you on that one.
I love it, and I think it's kind of funny that like that's like half of his dialogue in this movie, but would have liked to have seen him kind of do more.
I think one of my biggest complaints here is the tonal shifts, because like maybe it's not tonal is the right word, but the movie that it feels like Margaret Qualley is in a different movie than the one Chris Evans is in, is also in a different one than like Aubrey Plaza's in. Like Margaret Qualley talking like a 70s investigative like an investigator, I think is great. I think the way she talks, like the way she's old school, is great. It's just that no one else around her is committed to that bit. So like it just makes her feel out of place. And then even Chris Evans is so over the top that like the people surrounding him are not, that it makes him feel like he's a fake person. And then Aubrey Plaza is like at the end, right? The same thing is like she goes so over the top that and then like, but then Margaret Qualley kind of plays it down low. So you're like, all right, it all just feels totally inconsistent in a way that I think they went for but didn't work.
Yeah, and I think there's ideas and almost like themes of this movie that I think are interesting. Like obviously you have like Aubrey and Margaret's kind of relationship here. Like I think that poses an interesting question, as even just from like their upbringing, and I feel like they tried to sprinkle almost some of that in here, but it just leaves. I think there's a difference between like bringing up a topic and being like, wow, you could really like think about this and how it was displayed, and like talk about how it influences or imitates life to a certain extent. But like here it's like mentioned and you're just kind of like, it ends there.
Yeah.
And I like the part with her, like her family, and like even like her aunt, where she kind of like goes missing. I like the scene where she went into the truck, or the I'm totally blanking on it. She goes into the house of like the boyfriend and just like takes apart his gun and just like beats it to crap until it's literally just like until
it's just like the guns,
like it doesn't even exist anymore.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think there could have been a real good mystery here that is just wasted as well.
Yeah.
Like
and
you
I feel
could
like
have done it really well, and it falls apart.
And if you wanted to make it, I feel like there's really something interesting too, where there's like this false like prophet in terms of like the church. And I feel like they just like, that was something I feel like I came into this movie and I was really interested about. It's like Chris Evans playing this person as like, trying to spread, like some sort of religion, like this almost like Christian church, and like twisting it into like a like part of the mystery. And in a way it is part of the mystery, but like, okay, they like sell drugs.
I mean, I really think he could have
uses his position of power to like get with women. Like that's it. Like, and Chris Evans, half of the movie, he's just constantly like being with other women, and like the other part of the movie, he like are the lines that were in the trailer.
Yeah,
I don't know if that's just me, but like
no, he's kind of wasted.
His actual speaking role, like there's so much potential with this character, and I feel like I don't know. There could have been some
This
actual
could have
like
been the
moral
nice
like
guys
dilemmas
version.
or ethical dilemmas that you
Stop.
like think about in your head. Could have come from this movie, and I just feel like it was very wasted.
Yeah.
I did like the ending in terms of kind of like she kind of like chooses like the girlfriend or Aubrey Plaza's character, how she like ends up being kind of crazy and nuts. And then at the end, it's kind of like a full circle almost where she goes after a similar person.
Yeah.
I like that, but like
I didn't really like that.
By the end of the movie, I'm already like,
I just didn't care anymore.
I don't care. Yeah, I agree.
Like, I really think this could have been like the nice guys style for like, Margaret Qualley carrying it, because she's as charming. She's, in my opinion, as charming enough as like a Ryan Gosling charming enough to carry something. It's just they just never went for it, and like when they tried to be subversive, it just doesn't work because it was super uninteresting. So yeah, very disappointing on this one. I feel just a whole lot. It's a big nothing burger to me of a movie. I gave it 2.5. I gave it 2 stars. Just a real nothing burger.
I gave it 2 stars as well.
All right. Well, that was Honey Don't. Honey, don't go see this movie.
No, seriously.
Yeah, no,
don't go see this movie.
Not that good. All right, Charles, come on back. Let's do a draft. All right, so the draft is simple. Most anticipated movies of the rest of the year. These can be streaming, theaters, whatever your little heart desires. How do we want to do ordering on this one? Obviously, we'll snake it, but
I was gonna random number generate.
All right, can you do it out of 100 and whoever's the closest?
Okay. What are your guys' picks?
64. Feel good about that.
I'm gonna go with the kids these days, and I'm gonna go 6, 7.
Oh, what?
67. Okay, I'll take.
It's like a meme in like kid and like very like.
There is
very
so
young,
much room now for
right now.
play here.
I'll take 63. Number. Okay, just one generate, or should I do it 3 times?
Do it 3 times, real fast.
1, 2, 3. Fuck. Or shoot. If I had taken either of the first numbers, it would have been me. Number is 91.
All right, Jack.
Oh, I'm first.
You get to pick the order.
Sorry for the color.
Oh.
Jeez, I don't know where that came from.
This is tough.
He's watching too much Bond.
Sorry about that.
He's gonna potty mouth.
I'm gonna take.
Really thinking about this one. He's really the brain is. You can see the smoke coming out of his ears. Wow, do you not want the first pick?
Because I know if I don't do the first pick, I know that.
There's one pick that will not make it back for sure.
I'm gonna take a risk here, and I'm gonna go last. I'm gonna go third.
Wow. All right. So who do you want to go first then?
Oh, I get to choose who goes first?
Yeah, you pick the order.
Pick the order.
Oh, I really don't think it's gonna matter who goes first. I don't know. This is bad podcasting.
This is really just pick. It's very simple.
All right.
You got this.
Hunter, you go first.
All right. There we go.
Sorry,
I can't believe you just did that.
What the heck? All right. My most anticipated of the year for the rest of the year is Avatar 3. That's 1-1 off the board for me. I mean, I'm very excited to see what Jimmy Cameron's up to. Fire and Ash looks awesome. I'm excited for like this anti-tribe that looks really cool. And apparently it's going to end with them going back to Earth, which seems crazy town. So yeah, very excited for Avatar 3. That is my 1-1. Easy off the board.
1-2, Wicked for Good. Look,
Jack, I'm
you guys
thought that would get to you.
You guys know that Wicked is going to be my personality in the month of November and probably early December as well.
What if Wicked 2 is bad?
It's still going to be my personality. It can be a hot pile of garbage, and I'm still going to sing those songs. God damn it.
No one mourns the wicked.
But yeah, Wicked, first Wicked. I have the Steelbook, as we all do, and it was my favorite movie of the year. Last year, 5 stars, and I'm very, very excited for this next one. I think
Jack, you got 1-2 now. You got.
I feel pretty frustrated. Like,
Yeah,
just feel
I
like
don't know what
I
you
just
were doing here.
Yeah, I'm
This
not. I'm not.
totally
wild
screwed
move
myself.
after you won to be
Well,
like.
the thing
you know
was,
what, I'm gonna go
for me,
third.
I'm like,
I'm
there's
not
a couple
sure.
movies in here that I'm okay. Like, yeah, I really wanted Wicked, but I think there's like a couple movies in here that I'm like, if I go first and I take Wicked, by the time it rolls back to 6, like,
Nah, crazy
what?
move.
No, I feel pretty good about this. All right, number 3, I'm gonna take the Smashing Machine.
All right, yep, very very high on my list. Very high.
I'm really
Wait, what'd you
excited
take?
for this.
I just disconnected for a few moments.
I took the Smashing Machine.
Okay. Yeah. Reasonable.
The Rock is like, I don't know. I've had this like attachment to the game plan. I don't know if any of you guys have seen that movie.
You want what, Hayden Panettiere to show up in this one?
Sure. No, not really. But like, I think that movie, like, I really like that movie, and I like the possibility of the Rock having a possibility at like a big, very like serious role, and like people to potentially take him somewhat seriously. So I really am excited about this. And then right behind it, I'm going to take Marty Supreme.
Damn it!
It was really hard. It was either that or One Battle
So you
After
got both
Another.
Safdies, you sicko. Yes, sicko.
I had to.
How dare you hoard the Safdie brothers for like that for me?
One of them has to be good. Has to be. I'm just like,
both are going to be good.
no, I agree, but I think
believe in the
Timmy
Safdie.
here, just like
When does that come out?
watching this
It's
trailer,
like Christmas.
Christmas?
Oh yeah.
just gives me chills. Like, I'm just like, it's Timmy is here.
I gotta cross those off my list. Now that you take those. All right, Charles, you're back up. How are we
I
feeling?
know. Fine. I'm
Fine.
I'm deciding what. So there's one that I really want. I don't know if you'll take it though. Is the thing, but I also am. I don't know if I want to take the risk. So I'll just take it. Knives Out 3.
Knives Out 3. Isn't that what's that? Wake Up Dead Man? Isn't that this one?
Yeah.
Benoit Blanc.
Were you
There
gonna
has
take
been a
that?
murder. There's been a murder. I'm very excited for this one. I'm very Josh
Were you
O'Connor.
gonna take
obviously
this?
done. Oh yeah, this would have been gone
Like
by the time
this-
I got. It would have got
Okay.
back to you.
Okay. Cool.
It would have been
Then
gone.
that's okay. Cool.
I'm very excited for Knives Out 3. I think it's going to be quite good. Obviously, you know, the last one was very good as well, but this one feels the vibes in this one are back to that, you know, gothic, which I like.
Mhm.
So I'm very excited for that. All right, I got some.
What is it? Charlie go again?
No, I
No.
go twice now.
I'm so
Man,
confused.
you got lost in the snake.
Oh, you went first. I'm
Lost in the snake.
stupid.
It's
So
almost like-
stupid.
Hey.
Charles.
Hey.
It's almost like he picked the order,
okay.
Chuck. Remember when he picked the order like 5 minutes ago?
Hey,
I was
it's
overthinking it.
Jack. Hey.
All right,
I was
what do
on fire.
want?
Now I'm.
All right, I'm gonna go with.
What's he gonna take?
I think I'm gonna go with One Battle After Another, the Paul
Okay.
Thomas Anderson one.
Yeah.
I'm very excited for that. I'm also very excited for the Fortnite collab with that one, which is very interesting. Apparently, like Paul Thomas Anderson is a very big Fortnite guy, and so he wants a skin from the movie, like as a part of the game, which just sounds awesome. So if we get a Leo skin in Fortnite, I will have to, as the cinephile in me, will make sure that I get that. But that comes out soon. That's like what, next month, if not sooner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dang. Okay, so yeah, that's right around the corner. And then my next one, I think I'll get all of these on the way back, so I'm gonna wait on those. I'm gonna have to go, I think, with Big Bold Beautiful Journey.
Ah, you scumbag.
Yeah, I think
You
Big Bold Beautiful Journey
scumbag.
looks quite good. Obviously Margot Robbie. I really hope this is as good as it looks. We haven't got it good. Colin Farrell's kind of been on all cylinders recently, so if this is up to his standard, I'm fully ready for this to be one of my top 5 of the year, I think.
Yeah.
All right, Charles, you're back up.
I know I am. Shoot, there are a couple. I don't think Jack's taking like many of mine.
Jack's the hard one to read. I feel like Charles and I have a little similar of a list.
Yeah,
here.
I think Jack's. Really
Jack's gonna pull out like some weird one that we don't know about, which would be very exciting.
Okay. Hunter, I know this is on your list, and I
Okay.
apologize in advance. I don't know the reason I'm taking this.
Oh.
Is another one that I want. I don't think Jack is thinking about, so I'm gonna let it sit. But I'm gonna take Ella McKay.
Oh, you sicko!
Yeah.
No way you took out, dude. That's when I literally was like, "Oh, that'll be back there when I get back."
That's why I started
Nice.
smiling when he said that.
Oh,
I had no
the
idea. I took
worst.
it because I don't know if Jack. I can't read him. I don't know if there's another one on my list that like I'm pretty.
You guys took some good ones this round, like really good ones.
Dang, cannot believe you took Ella McKay from me, dude. That's like, I think that might be my top
I knew
5
that was on you. I remember when we watched the trailer. I think
Yeah,
Jack was
the trailer got
absent
me
for that
pumped.
episode, and you were like, "Oh,
Yeah.
this is top 5."
Looks
you literally
awesome.
said this is top 5.
Yeah. God, I cannot believe you did that to me. It's whatever. I'll remember that forever, but it's fine.
Sorry, man. All right, Jack.
See, I got another one on here that I think that it's gonna. I'm gonna go with number 3. I'm gonna go with Springsteen, "Deliver Me from
Ooh.
Nowhere."
that
Baby, I was born to
that was on my
run.
list. I was gonna try to get it in a couple.
Yeah, I just feel like
I did
even
not
though,
think
I
this would
mean-
get back to me.
I feel like I had to take that one because I feel like it would have been used up by the time I
Yeah.
win again because I'm at the end here.
It would have.
And then with my 4th pick, shoot. See, I would think Caught Stealing, but some of the early reviews I've seen about it, I haven't been over the top about it like I used to be. So I've kind of managed my expectations almost. You know, it's great. I'm gonna go with Frankenstein.
Oh, no way. Dude,
I'm-
what?
Do you think that was gonna get back to you?
Yes. All the ones I thought would get back to me. This
Okay.
sucks.
See, because I was like, oh, is someone gonna take that? And
I wasn't on my
obviously, it sucks that it's like a Netflix release, but just like fingers crossed. I'm still hoping for like even a very very short theatrical release, but like the shots that we've gotten from this movie so far look so good.
I'm in a quandary right now.
Yeah, I'm pumped for this. I feel like even if the story sucks, it's gonna look so good that you can't help but like walk out and be, or like after watching this movie, like not have a good time.
Yeah, and also Mia Goth. I love Mia Goth, so I'm very excited for her to be in this.
Papa Isaac.
Yeah, true. Is this like the most recent, like what's he been in? What's he been doing? Besides not
he
being Moon Knight.
mm,
Oh yeah, he was Jesus in The King of Kings, and then he was Moon Knight's voice, but he hasn't been in a live action role since Moon Knight in 2022.
well, he acts now.
He acts now.
Yeah,
He acts now.
we referenced that today.
I know.
Get across the list. All right, I got some options. It'll get back to me.
All right.
All right. If you take another one.
Okay, I'm gonna take one, and then there are only 2 other movies that I'm like really fired up about. So if you take them both, Hunter, I'm gonna be kind of sad. But I'm gonna take Rental Family.
That's a good pick. That's a great pick.
This is the worst draft we've ever done.
See, I'm telling you, the
I hate
first
this game.
going first isn't as nice as it
No,
is.
it's
You know,
not.
like I got my 2 and my 3.
I think we all agree that this movie looks like it has a ton of heart.
Yeah.
It's gonna make me want to go back to Japan.
Yeah. So, see, aren't you glad we did a true draft now?
Yeah, no, I'm actually glad now that we did a true draft. I gotta cross it off my list. All right, I got 2
Don't take one of them.
I got 2
They're both-
normie picks, which I
man,
think I'm actually like. All right, I'm gonna go Running Man. I'm excited for that.
I knew that.
I have to support my King Glenn Powell, you know.
Shit.
But the other one I'm between 2 right now. Oh man, Running Man does look quite good though. Every time I see that trailer, I get more excited for that.
It looks like a lot of fun.
It does look like a lot of fun, and also like Edgar Wright, big fan of that, and just Glenn Powell, King. Coleman Domingo looks like he's having maybe the greatest time of the year, which is
Bro
saying
always
something.
has a good time.
Always a good time. All right, let's think.
do it. Don't do it. Don't do it.
I think I'm gonna go Predator Badlands.
Cool.
I like the Predator world, and I think they're all quite good. Alien has been pretty decent, the TV show, but Predator Badlands looks pretty cool. So Predator Badlands it is for me, and that's my list. Dang, I have 2 more on this that I really would like. All right, Chuck, what you got?
Running Man was one of the 2. The other one that I wanted was Tron Ares.
Oh, that was not the other one I was debating. Interesting.
I didn't even love Tron Legacy that much. I mostly just want to see this because I missed out on the San Diego Comic-Con panel and I'm kind of bummed about it. It also kind of feels more like blockbustery, which I'm excited about.
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
Yeah, so
Tron.
Jack,
All right,
what's
Tron Ares.
How are you going to cap it off?
I feel like saying I'm not going to do caught stealing because it's next week. Like, I feel like that's just like,
hey man, you could if you wanted to.
It's also just with some of the, I don't know. I feel like this may have looked differently a couple weeks ago. Still have heard good things about caught stealing, but like not as, still more or less like want to see it because like Zoe Kravitz, Austin Butler, see what that's all about. But
So what's going on there?
I'm actually going to go with him.
Oh,
the Jordan Peele produced movie.
It's a good one.
It's either gonna be like the greatest movie ever, or it's
real bad.
It's not gonna be good. So
a real stinker.
I feel like those movies are like really fun to go into because you just can't tell. Like they're doing a lot here artistically. Is it gonna be really good, and is it gonna pay off, or is it gonna be like such like a dumpster fire? So.
That's soon. Isn't that really soon?
I'm excited.
Actually? That's like in the next couple of weeks. I felt.
Is that September?
I think it's the first bit of September.
It is. Really
it comes out theatrical release
September
in the US.
19th. September 19th. That's like what, 4 episodes away? 3 episodes away?
Yeah.
Oh man, that'll be exciting. So I'll do the list real quick. Then we talk some honorable mentions. Jack's list was The Smashing Machine, Marty Supreme, Bruce Springsteen, Frankenstein, and Him. My list was Avatar 3, One Battle After Another, Big Bold Beautiful Journey, Running Man, and Predator Badlands. And Charles's was Wicked 2, Knives Out 3, Ella McKay, Renzel Family, and Tron Ares. Would like to point out that of Charles's list, 3 of those are sequels. Never changed, Chuck. Never changed. Some honorable mentions I had Good Fortune, the Keanu Reeves Angel movie with Seth Rogen.
I had Blue Moon.
Blue Moon too.
I had Eternity as well. That's the she's the Afterlife movie from A24. That looks pretty good. What else is coming out this year? That looks good.
Now you see me, now you don't.
Kiss of the Spider Woman.
Oh,
not really excited for that.
There's Anaconda comes out Christmas Day. That's the comedy with Jack Black and Paul Rudd.
Zootopia 2.
Zootopia 2 we missed. Probably would be $1 billion movie.
The only one that can stop Ninja 2 from winning the Oscar.
SpongeBob.
After the Hunt.
Not going to happen.
Julia Roberts and Andrew Garfield.
Oh, that did look good. That did look good.
See, I want to know like what would be our top. I want to know what your guys' top 5 was gonna be if we just did top 5.
Should we I got that right now.
I can do that. Yeah. Oh, we forgot Five Nights at Freddy's.
Five Nights at Freddy's. My true top 5, if it was just up to this, was Avatar, Smashing Machine, Marty Supreme, One Battle After Another, and Big Bold Beautiful Journey. That was my true. Okay. No, sorry. Ella McKay was above Big Bold Beautiful Journey. That was my true top 5.
Mine was Wicked for Good, Avatar, Knives Out 3, The Smashing Machine, and Ella McKay.
Okay. I had Wicked for Good, The Smash Machine, Marty Supreme, Avatar, and One Battle After Another. And then right after that was A Big Bold Beautiful Journey.
So we actually.
So it's like we would have had like.
Similar.
Yeah, I was like, I feel like we were gonna have like. Good call by Charlie getting us to do the draft
And
because,
get us
like,
the
holy
draft.
cow, we all had
Well-
like at least like the three or four of the same
Yeah.
ones.
I was gonna put the roses up there because I actually am very excited for the roses this week.
That does
but,
look good.
I mean, it's next week, so I felt like kind of fake to do that. Trying to think of anything else we got upcoming. We got a lot of stuff upcoming.
I mean, Caught Stealing still coming out.
Toxic Avenger. Charles and I were on
Spon-
that panel. We saw
The
that panel.
SpongeBob movie, Search for Square Pants.
He does
Yeah.
search for square pants in that movie, so that could be good. Anaconda is apparently still coming out at Christmas, so I feel like that might be good. Hopefully.
I was planning ahead and I was thinking, man, like episode 85, you know, getting real close to 100. And I was looking at, you know, what movie was going to kind of line up with that episode. And if what I read on the internet was true, supposedly I think the Spider-Man movie was originally supposed to come out that weekend,
No.
It's a bummer.
Really?
but obviously kept getting delayed. Because I think it was like supposed to be what, December 2025? I mean, this could have been like years ago when this was announced, though, or like a year ago. I don't know.
1, 2, 3.
But yeah, just I was trying to look at that as well and just see what that lined up with. I think it's like early December.
It's
So-
December 12th, I think.
Yeah, it's coming up.
Let's see what's coming out in December. What is that one gonna be for us? It might be Five Nights at Freddy's.
Yeah.
Which would be
But I remember
oh,
that
it
being
might be Ellen
correct.
McKay. If it's Ellen McKay, that might be
Okay.
awesome. Oh, and Wake Up Dead Man. Okay, if it's Knives Out 3 and Ellen McKay double
That'd be
feature,
awesome.
or if it's the week prior, it's Five Nights at Freddy's Jake Kelly double feature, which I was actually gonna put Jake Kelly on our most anticipated list as well. Because we
Mr.
talked about it a couple
Sandler.
weeks ago. Yes, Mr. Sandler. We're a couple weeks away from it being Avatar and Marty Supreme, but we're moving into a very interesting time of year. I'm actually like thinking about. I'm surprised though that there isn't like a big horror movie coming out this fall. Like there's the Black Phone, but that's like kind of Christmas themed, which is interesting. Five Nights at Freddy's is really the only one coming out that's like true, you know, Halloween horror.
Conjuring. I mean, obviously that's like this week or something though, or the next.
Yeah,
Is
but
it this
isn't that
week?
weird that it releases like early September? Like nothing's in October. I don't know.
I don't know. I feel like I kind of like like as soon as September starts, I kind of start to ease into the spookiness of it all. I feel like by October, I'm like hitting the ground running.
Look at you. All right.
I'm very
Fair
interested to see where like the awards kind of head, like what the Oscar buildup is starting to look like in the coming months. Because I feel like last year, we had a pretty good idea, or at least a better idea of kind of like what award season was going to look like, as opposed to I feel like this year is just like,
Oh, see, I kind of feel the
It's-
opposite.
I feel like it's anybody's game right now.
I think that I feel there's 3 people leading the actor train, and I feel that there's like 3 movies leading the Best Picture train. And like I think The Rock,
Okay,
And-
yeah.
The Rock, Timothy Chalamet, and then Josh O'Connor feel like the 3.
But then even like those haven't even like come out yet. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? Like,
Oh,
obviously,
1000%.
like everyone's really excited about that, but like I
Yeah.
feel like a lot of the stuff last year, maybe personally, I feel like we knew a little bit better.
I think that
I mean, this
you're going to
being-
have Smashing Machine, Marty Supreme, and Springsteen. Well, also, obviously, being a biopic, I think Jermaine White will be in the contention for playing Springsteen. That just feels like it has to.
Yeah,
happen.
sure.
But I think the Smashing Machine, Marty Supreme, one battle after another, and sneaky. Here's my take. I think Avatar 3 might be a Best Picture nominee this year. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that. I do think
Return
that
of the King vibes.
I do think that there's something interesting about Avatar 3 that like I got a sneaking suspicion.
I like that.
And
Give
if-
James
if-
his flowers.
Yeah, and if the world was right and we got to do things the right way, we would be having a serious conversation about Liam Neeson for Best Actor. But the world is wrong, and we're not going to have that conversation. Also, I
Hey,
think Sinners,
maybe a Golden Globe.
Sinners for
Maybe
sure
a
will
Golden Globe.
be. Here's my hot take on Sinners. Let me drop this for you real quick. My hot take on Sinners is that Sinners will win no awards. It is going to be like one of those this year, or it'll be
Oh.
like the big heavy favorite going into it, and then lose steam, and it might just win Best Director but not Best Picture. I think that is a very big possibility, or Best Original Screenplay. Like that might be the one they get.
It has to. I mean, I have such a hard time believing, like, even with the great movies that we're excited for heading into the end of this year.
This
I
just
just
feels
feel
like one that's going to
something
lose steam. I don't.
something that original
get forgotten.
Yeah,
Might
I
get
think
forgotten.
it might. Like I don't know. I would really hope that it obviously gets its flowers, but
They can't mess this up. They can't.
something about it, I feel as though it's going to be one of those where it gets nominee for everything, and it might just pull one or two away. And I think it's going to be best original screenplay and best director is definitely on the table, but I don't know after the two Safdie brothers movies if it's going to stay there. Like if Marty Supreme is as good as we think it might be, that feels like a Safdie brothers sweep kind of movie. Like that feels like an Anora from last year kind of movie of like just take it all.
Sure.
But we'll have to see. We'll have to wait and see.
Ah,
Also, you never know. Tom Cruise, best actor. You never know. Mission Impossible is great. So.
Tremel Tillman with the supporting actor.
Yeah.
Yeah. I am excited. I think the Golden Globes will be fun. Just because, like, I do think Liam Neeson has a pretty good shot at getting a nomination for comedy.
I hope so.
I feel like he's just too good not to just to.
We're also all forgetting The Amateur came out this year, so Rami Malek is in contention.
Going for his second.
Yeah. Also, Den of Thieves is out, so you never know. All right, that's all we got. Anything else, boys, you want to say?
Next week we got Caught Stealing.
We got Caught Stealing in the Roses. Next week will be delayed until Tuesday due to Labor Day. So for those on Monday morning going, where's my podcast? There's a holiday. Whenever there's a holiday, we're delayed. All right, so that's it till next week when we're talking Caught Stealing the Roses and Peacemaker episode 2. Well, until next week, be good to each other. Peace.